What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So there were a couple of conversations that we had regarding XRP this morning, mostly referring to if it's going to get to a dollar. And there was an article that I read talking about it getting to a dollar because that's always a significant point. But obviously, we know that this has been a lot further than that. And we're not talking about just by price point because we understand that the dilution is a large factor. We're talking about by market cap, how high the market cap can go, how high it will go to, what it has done since it hit that all time high of a market cap, not only a price. And we'll talk about the history of, XRP as well as what I see within the future. Because this video is not about whether it's just going to get to a dollar. This video is asking whether it's going to get to a level of $10 in 2024, right? And I think that's definitely a question that we should ask, right? A question that we should have a full conversation on because it really all depends. There's a level to where it's probably going to get to a value of $1 to $2, maybe even a little bit further than that. And then there's a situation where it could get to a level of $10 to $20. So let's talk about those scenarios. Let's discuss them, and hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from. If you don't, then it's understandable. I like to hear all sides, and I take into account all sides. However, I have my own belief within the position, and you're more than welcome to have your own belief in this play or in any play that you want to. I'm not going to downplay it. I'm not going to tell you that what you're saying is the dumbest thing ever. I may say like I don't understand it, but I won't sit here and be like, oh, well, that's the stupidest take I've ever heard because anything is possible. Honestly, anything is possible. We've seen the best things happen and the worst things happen. So let's talk about all of the above. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, those links are in the description. Now, also, if you want to trade XRP, but maybe you don't want to spend all of this money on buying a lot of XRP, you can trade with leverage using Margex. Now, just be careful because when you trade with leverage, you're using other people's money. So, for instance, if you're trading at a 5x leverage and you're trading $100 worth, that'll be $500 that you're investing into the play, $100 which is yours, and $400 which is Margex's. So make sure you understand the concept of it and understand how much this needs to drop in order for you to get that full $100 taken away, or how much you need to gain in order for you to gain double your money, which wouldn't be as much as you think. If you just invested $100, you might need to gain from 50 cents up to a dollar, right? If you invest $100, but you're looking at investing 500 or a 5x leverage, you may only need to grow by 20% in order to see 100% gain. So just take that all into account as you are trading, but it really is a great platform. But let's talk about XRP because currently XRP is at a value of 50 cents, 51 cents if we wanted to round up. We're seeing a slight increase. It's kind of been flat on the day. It's at a 0.49% increase, or almost a 0.5% increase on the day. We're seeing about $1 billion in volume, where it's $811 million total. The volume to market cap ratio is, historically lower. We're seeing this at 3% volume to market cap ratio, even though the popularity is still there. It still hovers around $1 billion that you've seen in there. There's other projects that just don't see that much, and this sees it consistently. If we understand the circulating supply, that's a big piece and a big factor as to why people believe that this may not be worth as much as it is today, because they think dilution is going to have a major impact. While I do think that dilution is going to have a major impact, I don't think it will have that much of an impact. And I do see it at much further than where we are today, market cap wise, which brings in price into account, brings that larger price into account. So we're looking at again, 54% of the total supply, 54% is in circulation, and you still have, about 46% out there, right? A little bit less than that, right? 46% that's out there to be introduced. 1 billion introduced per month. So it will take about 46 months for it to fully get released, and meaning that you can dilute this by almost one full XRP, right? If you're talking about it's at 50 cents, it's currently at a $27 billion market cap. It would basically be up at double that point, up to about a fully diluted market cap of a $50 billion market cap. So basically doubling that overall market cap. Does that make sense? Now, when we get into this conversation of whether this can reach a level of $1, whether this can reach a level of 10 cents, whether this can get back to all-time highs, all of those conversations that we want to have, we have to look at all history. We have to understand what all history really tells us. And while this was down at a price of 58% of a penny, would be phenomenal to go from 58% of a penny to 58 cents, because that's literally a 100x, adding 2 zeros or taking away 2 zeros from that. And you would have gained a hell of a lot from that point. Now, where we are today, we have to see so much more utility and so much more use in order to get to some of these levels. Now, we did see it get to a value of about $3.40. I believe the high point was like $3.80. Yeah, $3.84 of a high point, which was 2018, January 4th, 2018, which was 6 years ago. Now, this was that point where it did run. Now, after that, it did dive back down and went all the way down to a level of 14 cents, which again would be phenomenal to get this at. But then it did increase as we saw 2021 back up to about $1.50 or so, and we saw some fluctuation as we seen in 2020, where you had the litigation that really started, and this litigation has been going on ever since then. And ever since then, we haven't really seen it fully recover until we got to a point where it was in July of 2023, where we saw XRP is literally the only cryptocurrency that is legally not a security, legally known as not a security. By law, it's been proven that that is not a security. Now they can go back and, challenge this and appeal it and do whatever they're doing as they see the end of this lawsuit. But the point is that it came to the decision that XRP is the only one that is not labeled a security, right? It is, that's what the decision was, right? It's simple. So with that being said, it created a lot of strength. However, when they said they were going to appeal it, it brought it back down. And now you're seeing more litigation when we thought there was going to be a settlement. And it's just like clouding a lot of what we thought is going to be possible for XRP. And we thought things were going to skyrocket, which it was on the way. It just kind of a lot of other things got in the way, especially as the markets were still not really at a full positive moment, right? In 2023. So ultimately, like I said, we have to look at the entire thing, and we see that it's at a 3.4 or $3.40 or $3.80 that it got to of a high. If we look at the market cap, we can see the highest point was a $130 billion market cap, which honestly was this point. That it got to very briefly, but then did collapse back down. It wasn't ready for any type of use. It wasn't ready for any type of stability. But now we're starting to see a lot more stability in XRP, and that's what's making me insanely hype about it. To where I look at my assets, and you see that I have 20,000, 21,000 coins, and still adding more to the pot, right? I don't want to add more overall, but if I can find a way to gather more, I will gather more, right? If I have, $100 here, $100 there, but I'm not looking to just spend thousands upon thousands of dollars anymore, because I hit my goal of what I wanted to hold, which was 20,000. But the point is if we look at this and understand whether it can get to a level of $1, whether it can get to a level of $10, I'm assuming that we will see a lot of positive things that are happening, whether it's called, you're looking at the halving, whether you're looking at the 70 countries that Ripple is partnered up with and how XRP can be implemented within there, whether you're talking about using this as that transaction, currency as we're utilizing it left and right. I think this will be huge for crypto. It will be huge for the investors. And we're going to see a lot of use come out of XRP, potential use that come out of XRP. Now, it really all depends, right? Will we see this happen 100%? No, it's not 100% that this will happen. But the point is that it has a possibility of happening. And the fact that Ripple is making these moves makes us believe that they are going to find a way to implement XRP within all of these options and all of these partnerships that they're establishing. So do I believe that we're going to hit a level of 10 cents? To make a long story short, do I believe that we're going to see this hit a value of not 10 cents, $10? I think there's a strong possibility that we see that happen, right? I know that you're probably like, look, $10 is a $500 billion market cap in 2024. You believe that that can happen. I'm not saying that it's 100%. I'm not saying that it's 70% or 60%. I'm saying there is a strong chance that we could see that happen this year, or as we go into next year, as we have more decisions and more things that are happening. There's a strong chance that we can see that happen, right? 20, 30% of a chance that we could see this possibly happen. And all of these things that are positive start to kind of be a trickle down effect where it affects Bitcoin, it affects XRP. It affects the entire market, it affects XRP. Like we see XRP that thrives off of all of the good news that we could see in the crypto market. However, there could also be bad news. I hope all of the bad news is gone, but you never know because you still have this litigation that's out here and no end in sight. So let me know your thoughts about XRP and whether you believe it can get to a value of $10 this year. Because again, the article that I read was talking about how it's not even possible, and or technically it has a little bit of possibility to get to a level of $1. I think $1 is a given. $1 is going to happen this year. It's whether it's going to skyrocket and surpass that level to some of these other levels that we believe that it can fully get to. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Guys, I'm going to get out of here and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.